All right, here's a tricky problem. 6x squared minus 5x minus 4. So we need to factorise this. This means that we need to come up with two sets of brackets like this that are going to be, that allow us to factorise this equation. Now looking at the thing, the first thing that strikes us is that the signs of each side of each factor, the number element of each factor, is going to be different. So one is going to be a plus and one is going to be a negative, but we don't know which. Our complication as well is that our coefficient in x is 6x squared. So our pairs of numbers for that are 6 and 1 and 3 and 2. Okay, so we've then got here a minus 4, and our pairs of numbers for that are 1 and minus 4, or minus 1 and 4, and 2 and minus 2. Okay, so we need to pick out of these two collections of numbers the correct pair that will allow us to solve this equation like that. Okay, so it's a bit tricky, so let's try and feel it through. If we've got a term in x of 6, so if we've got a 6 up here, say, okay, that means we're going to have a 1 here. Okay, and we're going to have a 2 maybe. We'll either have a 2 here and a 2 here, or we'll have a 4 and a 1, or a 1 and a 4. Okay, right. So if we have a 2 here and a 2 here, that means we're going to be looking at 12x plus or minus 2x. So that would be 6 times 2 is 12x. 2 times x is 2x. So that's nowhere near the minus 5x. Okay, so let's assume then we've got a 1 and a 4. So the 6 times 4 here will give us 24, and then we've got a 1x. Again, it's miles and miles away from where we need to be with the minus 5x. So let's try it with a 4 and a 1. So if we go 6 times 1 is equal to 6x, and then we've got 1x. Ooh, we've got 6x and 1x. That's pretty good, isn't it? No, I'm talking nonsense here. It would be a 6x times 4. That would be 24x. I don't know what I'm talking about. That would be 24x less the x. So if we put the 1 here, that would be 6x minus the 4x is equal to 2x. Okay, so that's no good. That's not going to get us anywhere. So I think we can safely rule it out as being a 6 and a 1 pair. So let's go with 3 and 2. Okay, so we've got 3 there and we've got 2 there. Those two together gives us the 6x squared, like that. Okay, right, let's go back to our combinations here. So we've got 1 and minus 4, minus 1 and 4, and 2 and 2. Okay, right. So if we're going to go with the, say we're going to go with the 2 and the 2. So that'll give us 3x times 2 is 6x. 2x times 2x is 4x. We're going to struggle to get that anywhere near 5x. Okay, so we're left with the 1 and the 4. So 3x times 4 would be 12x. 1x times 2x is equal to 2x. So we've got 12x and 2x. Again, we're not going to come anywhere near close to that. So we look then at switching the 4 and the 1 around. So we're thinking 3x times 4, that's 12x. No, I'll go back a bit. We've got the 3x times 1 is equal to 3x, and then we've got 4 times 2x is equal to 8x. So we've got 8x and 3x. Now we think 8x and 3x, 8 take away minus 3x is equal to 5x. So that is a good candidate there. So we're thinking to ourselves, it's going to be that combination, the 1 and the 4. So it'll be 4 times the 2, and it'll be 1 times the 3. Okay, so that gives us 3x times 2x is equal to 6x squared, and 4 times 1 is equal to 4. So we need to work out where we're going to be in the middle, because we've got the 5, so we know it's going to have to be a minus 5. So we need to get minus 8x is equal to it's minus 5x is going to be equal to 8x minus 3x, it's going to be equal to minus 8x plus 3x. Okay, so that's telling us that the 3x needs to be a plus, so we're going to stick our plus sign here. Hello, cat. And then we've got we need it to be a minus 8x, so we're going to stick the minus sign there. Okay, so how does that work? We've got the 3x here times the 2 gives us 6x squared. Then we've got the minus 4 times the 2x, which is equal to minus 8x. And then we've got the 3x times the 1, which is equal to plus 3x. And then we've got the minus 4 times 1, which is equal to minus 4. Simplify it, gather the terms, that gives us 6x squared minus 5x minus 4. And there you go. That's the solution to the equation. Our factors are 3x minus 4 and 2x plus 1. So it's going to be equal to 0, where 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. Whoa, what's happened here? Where 3x minus 4 is equal to 0, so x is going to be equal to 4 over 3. And 2x plus 1 is equal to 0, e.g. x is equal to minus a half. There's the solution.